So today we're going to tackle a critical issue of why funding strategies usually collapse without operational clarity, because a lot of folks don't even understand that having the level of clarity and discipline and understanding of what their operations is supposed to look like makes it very difficult for their organization to actually function properly, right? So what operational, without operational clarity, I'll give a few examples for you to understand what operational clarity can actually do for your organizations, right? Without operational clarity, you have donations coming through so many platforms because you don't have a plan of which ones or systems or workflows to ensure that it's coming through a universal point and you're managing that properly, right? Your executive director is asking, has this donor been thanked yet? Because there's no clarity in how things work, how systems and operations are supposed to work, right? And nobody knows who's responsible. That's another example or another indicator that there is a lack of clarity when it comes to operations, right? Now, these are things that I want you to think about when thinking about operational clarity. Now, with operational clarity, I'll give you some examples, is that every donation that's triggered has an automatic acknowledgement email, right? There's a workflow with the donation process to ensure there is engagement and outreach done when someone donates, right? There's somebody responsible and that's tagged when a donation is made so that person can make a personal outreach, right? A staff member is actually assigned weekly reconciliation with different activities and things like that. And thank you letters are actually generated and mailed every Friday. So that is what it looks like to have some type of operational clarity, right? And the executive director is able to see a summary report every Monday because it's just generating, or it's part of your system and it does it automatically. And the result of having operational clarity is that donors usually feel more appreciated. Like when we're talking about donations specifically, they're able to feel appreciated, right? And your organization looks like it has its act together. So the level of clarity that exists within your organization is going to make a huge difference in how your stakeholders feel and how they interact with your organization. So again, that's the first thing I wanted to do, is provide you some examples of what operational clarity looks like. Now, one thing I want to make sure is that it's not just about systems and processes.